All right, so this is the kitchen area that we designed over the course of the time that we had the bus. And here is one of the counters that I made. So it's lath wood that's been shaped and cut individually, painted individually and stained. And then I have an epoxy that goes over the top. And it's just on a sheet of plywood. And I have other pictures that I can add into this that show both sides. So this is just a scene with mountains. And this is a scene with trees and mountains included. So what I did is I built it first and then I put everything into it. So this is a sink that I got for free from my hairstylist's father. He was getting rid of it and I picked it up and I knew he could use it. So I picked that up. I didn't make any fancy drawers. I just made boxes and I put them on their own guides so that when there is material in here and it's heavy, it doesn't move around. And I just simply built them to slide in and out. I like to keep things simple, so that's what I did with that. In here is our Waterworks, and all it is, there are two 5-gallon jugs, one with water, the other one for our gray water. That when we're at campsites, we put it into their septic. We have cast iron pots, and that's what this is from. It needs a little paint job. And we have a marine foot pump that if you're going to use one of these, you have to remove it in the wintertime because if it freezes, it cracks, and you'll have to buy a new one. So my Waterworks, it's just piping that goes up into PEX, and then it works on both sides, and you just get a really light flow of water every time you push it. For 3 of us, we will go through probably one of these 5-gallon containers in 2 days, and we like to keep this empty with gray water when we go to dump it. We have some storage in here, just things we picked up from IKEA that we had repurposed from our previous house. And yeah, we just hang pots and pans and however it custom fits into there. And we just have a little curtain that I custom made with a dowel just to close it off so you can't see it. Through our travels, we were having an issue. We were putting our drying cloths on the sink all the time, so we decided to pick up this rail. And then at the same time, we were having a problem. We didn't have anywhere for paper towel. So at Canadian Tire, I saw this, and it just has a grip, and it doesn't spool out your paper towel. Up here is our mason jar dry storage that I had a bunch of times and I had to fix it. The final iteration for this is a bolt and a washer on the lid and on the top. And then on the other side, there's the same, a bolt and a lid underneath here. And you can... They clip on, and then I use the mason jar tops that have the top and the ring in it. We have plastic ones, but we remove them. So these just screw in, and they're quite good. On this side, we purchased an induction cooktop that it runs off of our solar. We only have 200-watt solar, so you can't run 2 burners at the same time at full tilt. So we just simply, boil water really quickly or make something on it. We also have a Coleman propane stove that we use if need be, if we don't have enough solar. So this is the fridge that we bought from Walmart. It was on sale for 110 bucks and it works really well for what we need, just the 3 of us. We like to purchase our fresh fruits and vegetables, every 2 or 3 days. This keeps them fresh, and then whatever we cook, we can have leftovers that we keep in here. For the induction cooktop and the fridge, we like to go and use shore power rather than our solar because we only have 2 batteries and 200 watts. This is good when you're plugged into a shore power. So with this custom build, I made a storage area under here. And this is just a simple IKEA container that has some storage. I screwed it down into the base of this. In the back, you could put cans. These are spaced specifically for mason jars so that they don't fall down. And then we just had our cookbooks on both sides, and we would use this for storage. And this is where my electrical is for my induction cooktop and my fridge. And on this side, I also made another storage, and this was custom built for our blender and our food processor and mason jar storage as well. We use a lot of mason jars. And this stored a lot of our extras like paper towel or dog food, yeah, that kind of stuff. is what we store here. So it worked for us. We had tons of storage. We use these little latches to keep everything in place. This one was snug enough so it didn't bounce around. And this is the last thing. And these are magnetic strips that we bought, again, from Canadian Tire. We shop there quite often. And this is where we kept our knife storage over here. So we kept our knife storage in this area. It didn't fall, and it worked really well. And on both sides, I made these storage units for spices or paper towel or whatever we had extra. Books we would store up here, and our lights switches here as well. And that is 2 LED strips that go down both sides. And this is the only part that is with lights because we sleep in the back and we have lots of sun from the skylights that come in. So yeah, this is the kitchen area that we designed. And yeah, that's it. It's kitchen design.